It is the start of the new year, and Zoo Knoxville kicking it off with a volunteer fair. I'm joined by J.J. Jones and Emily Elizabeth Maney, who are here to talk about the fair and what we can expect. So we'll start there with the volunteer fair. What exactly is that?
Yeah, so if you've been to the zoo, obviously you've seen a lot of our zookeepers and our staff, but you might see people walk around in green shirts. We have a whole army of volunteers that walk around and help out, that give information to guests and answer questions and get to work with some of our animals. And so every year we have a volunteer fair where we try to bring people in, new volunteers, so that they can sign up and become part of the program.
Is it like a training session?
Yeah, so what you do is you can register, you can sign up. We have a youth program, we have an adult program. And it's not this weekend, but next weekend, January 11th. If you come in, we're going to kind of tell you what you would do as a volunteer, what kind of training you'd go through, and what kind of experiences you'd have.
Okay, other questions about that, but we don't want to leave out. We have a gecko. I'm going to go that far here. Emily can explain a little bit more.
Yes, so this here is Lamba. He is a leopard gecko. So he is not one that, if you think of a gecko, sometimes people think of the ones that are going to be on, like sticking on the wall. He's unfortunately not one of those.
He's not one of those. And does he sell insurance? Not that one of those?
No,
he does.
Oh, he does.
A different brand.
Yeah,
yes. But yeah, so he is super cool, and the reason we have him here today is because if you were to become a volunteer and end up handling some of our animal ambassadors, because some of our volunteers, that is something they can do. He is one of the ones that you can choose from.
Obviously, you can do that because you're there, but volunteers can work up to that as well.
Yes, and only
you were saying,
some of them.
It's just serious, right? Because you were saying you can't handle.
Yeah, no, so it's a whole program because, you know, these animals, it's not just like we're just scooping an animal up and walk around. There's a lot of respect and care that goes into them and making sure that you're handling them the right way, and make sure that, especially if you're around guests, that you're handling them the right way also. This would be your lower level animal. It's not very dangerous. This isn't like bringing a giraffe out.
But you could easily drop him too.
But so, yes, absolutely.
You know, and I'm assuming that's not a good thing.
That is not good, yeah. So you do want to go through the proper steps, the proper training to know how to handle that and to learn all the facts about this guy, so that you can talk to kids, talk to adults, and tell them all about him.
Yeah, the younger versions of my children, my boys, would be, you know, because they would be in the backyard when we live in Texas, and always with the lizards and the geckos and just constantly, and bringing them in the house anyway. Yeah, hanging them from their ears.
Excellent. And that's what we want. We want people excited about wildlife.
I do want to back up to the adult and children version of volunteer. What is it that they have some limits for the kids?
No, really, it's just two different programs. We've got a youth program that's from 13 to 17-year-olds, and then we have an 18-plus adult program. The 13-year-old program, they're going to, kind of cater some of that teaching to them, teaching them about leadership, teaching them stuff that you might not know as an adult. But yeah, it all kind of feeds into the same program and gives these people a great opportunity to be around these animals all the time.
What else do we know about this type of gecko? I mean, as far as where exactly is it found? Is it native to here? Is it?
It is not. As the colors show, he is yellow, so he's going to be more in a sandier area. So he is actually going to be from like Iran, Pakistan, Afghanistan. So he actually is going to be living sandy and rocky areas. So that's why he does not have those fun, like sticky toe pads. He has claws instead for the rocks.
Yeah, and I'm assuming he's an insect type eater.
Yes, he is.
Okay, so if you have an insect problem, there you go. All right. Well, we appreciate you both coming in. Real quickly, how do people find out more?
Okay, so you can come out, not this Saturday, but next Saturday. Just come to the zoo from 10 to noon. If you can't come out, it's okay. Go to zooknoxville.org. Go to the sport tab, and you can register there.
Okay. JJ, Emily, Elizabeth. I like that. It should be EE. Should be EE and JJ next time. I'll remember that. That was on me. Okay. Hey, let's go over to Bo.